Why are you acting funny? Well, we're here today on Shiloh. Shiloh's an 11-year-old Mustang. The complaint is he really is kind of not really controlled in a faster motion, but he actually needs some rein training at a slower motion to be able to be good at a faster motion. He's kind of rough in the mouth and a little bit neck rein, not really. Sometimes he'll do it, sometimes he won't, and he's not soft at all. He's gotten a little better here over the last few minutes. I can see why in a faster pace he's not even grand in a slower pace, so we'll get that fixed. That's usually something generally pretty easy to fix. He's a very sweet horse. This horse follows you anywhere. He's one of the nicest horses in the pasture, that's for sure. Easy to catch. Loves attention. Just gotta tune up his handling. Lots of turning left and right, lots of letting him feel the neck. We're going to work really hard on neck and foot pressure. The guy wants to eventually maybe do some calf roping off of him. And so, you know, a calf horse is all neck rein and foot pressure. Lots of little turns. Also, we got to work on throwing a rope off of him. Oh, that. Make sure he's got a good backup, of course. Calf roping, you're always going to need a good backup. That's actually always been important to me, was the backup, because I like to rope. I don't get to do it as much these days, but I'd like to. A little delayed on when he feels it on the neck, but he eventually kind of gets there without too much pulling. Always just lay it across the neck first, and if he goes, he goes. If not, then you pull. We're going to do this in a small controlled area today, just so he's really focused on what we're trying to get him to do. Get him out in the big open, and you try to teach him this or show him this. You know, they're kind of mind wanders, and they're kind of all over the place, and the lesson wasn't as effective. He still kind of looks around in here, but He's got a whole lot less to focus on in here than he would out there. Lay it across, don't go, turn. Lay it across, don't go, turn. Try to get it to where we can eventually get him turning every direction with one hand. It's kind of the goal. As a calf roper, you know you got a lot of stuff going on. One hand's all you're going to have for your reins. The other hand's handling your rope. So we're going to go ahead and work on everything like he's just going to be a good calf for us. Right now I do have to switch hands just to get a little more pull. Once we got him, you know, where he's going to be roping, you won't have to. Just barely touch it and he'll, you know, move over. But right now that ain't enough, so this is just the beginning of the process. They haven't thrown a rope off of him, but they've tried throwing a plastic bag or something, they say. And he kind of freaked out and bucked, but yeah, that's kind of understandable. It's a lot different than a rope. We'll give a rope a shot and see what happens. We'll start doing some desensitizing to the rope first and do some groundwork with a rope. We'll have him eventually to where if the rope gets tangled around his feet, it won't freak him out. He won't be bothered by it. You can touch him anywhere with a rope. He'll understand the rope is his tool. And not a threat. Well, he's got to go. Come on. Get out of the mud. Let's take it narrower and miss that big muddy spot. Alright. Come on. Really like Shiloh's size. He's got a good smooth trot. I love these short horses. He does kind of want to fight with his head a little bit when you ask him to go. It kind of will work on that. I believe the owner said the teeth had been checked. Double check that and make sure. Usually when they're kind of biting at the bit and they're older and, you know, they're kind of not going the directions you want to go, sometimes the teeth is one of the first things you always want to check, you know, especially if there's a lot of head throw in or not real soft in the mouth. Or alright, Shiloh, let's go this way. Back, back, back. Good boy. I think we're going to have a fun 30 days here with Shiloh. It's fun to ride. He's got a really cool personality. He's going to be a real fun horse. So I think they had him DNA tested, and that's how they found out he was a Mustang. Alright. Thank y'all for riding with us today, and we'll see y'all in the next video.